Hey there, my name is Greg. John is behind the camera, and today we are giving you a live look at all of the new releases on this edition of New Comic Book Day. And I think that Jay, the Times Square manager, is creeping behind me, and he wants to recommend a brand new comic from Dark Horse. So let's see what it is. Jay!
Dark Horse presents Action Issue number 30. It's got the new Francisco Francavilla storylines, part 2 for the Black Beetle. Kara Bosek, I think I'm saying that right? But Francisco Francavilla does the art and the writing for it. It's amazing.
Sure. You want to give them a look?
Yeah, look at it. It's only a few pages, so like I'm doing one more and that's it. It's quick. That's it. That's all
So for all the people who are only sticking to Marvel or DC, why should they give that a shot?
Because it's a fantastic pulp noir kind of story in the vein of like old school Batman stuff, Shadow, Phantom, things like that. So definitely check it out. If you like that kind of detective story and you don't really want traditional superhero stuff, go for it.
Jay, thank you very much. And then we have a few more new releases from Dark Horse, as you can see here. Black Hammer, Angel, and we have an Abe Sapien trade for all the Hellboy fans out there. And then we quickly get into DC Rebirth, brand new Aquaman. Don't want to give any of that away. And we also have Batman 15, Tom King, Mitch Gerads. This is the second part of Rooftops, as you can tell by the cover. It's all about the dynamic between Batman and Catwoman. And we also have Harley Quinn number 12, Nightwing number 13, Cave Carson Has a Cybernetic Eye number 4. That's part of DC's Young Animal line. And then we reach Green Arrow number 15. I'm going to go ahead and give you a preview of this one because it's one of my favorites. So this is with Ben Percy, Juan Ferreira. Ben Percy will actually be at Midtown Comics downtown for a signing on March. Oh, check that out. I know some people are like, when will he be there? He was about to say the date, but let's take some time to appreciate that. That is awesome looking. Wow. So March 2nd is when Benjamin Percy, the writer of Green Arrow, as well as Teen Titans, will be at Midtown Comics downtown signing Green Arrow, Teen Titans, and he's also doing a brand new James Bond comic. But my recommendation, get Green Arrow Volume 1. It's awesome. Meet him, talk to him about the Emerald Archer, get it signed. It'll be a good time. It's going to be from 4 to 5. Let's take a moment to look at that with Ollie and Black Canary. Alright, don't want to spoil the whole issue, so we're going to leave it there. Once again, Ben Percy, March 2nd, Midtown Comics Downtown, which is located on 64 Fulton Street, from 4 to 5 p.m. Hopefully we'll see you there. It's going to be a great time. Pick up Green Arrow Volume 1. It's good stuff. Speaking of good stuff, Green Lanterns number 15. Jessica Cruz, Simon Baz, as you can see. The Justice League, also on the cover. And for all the crossover fans out there, this one's been getting a lot of love. He-Man and the Thundercats, number 4. Every single week I see someone talking about this, so let's give you a preview. An awesome Freddie Williams, the second artwork. He also illustrated the Batman TMNT crossover. Jay, are you reading this?
Evil.
Alright, there are plenty of comics to see, so let's move on. He-Man, Thundercats, number 4. For all the people who are excited about Injustice 2, just like I am, Injustice Ground Zero, number 4. As you can see, Harley Quinn, Bane, Killer Croc. There's also Justice League 13. Speaking of Injustice 2, today they announced the different versions of the game and what you get if you pre-order the Ultimate or whatever. And Darkseid. If you pre-order, you get Darkseid. That's awesome. If you were looking forward to Justice League of America by writer Steve Orlando, The Ray Rebirth. This is a new origin for the character, I believe. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. And also, Justice League vs. Suicide Squad number 5. Good luck with that fight, Killer Croc. Aquaman is a powerhouse. That's not going to go well for him. But obviously, these stories, it's all about context and how the story plays out, and I'm sure it's going to be entertaining. Joshua Williamson is a very talented writer, doing really good stuff over on The Flash. Then there's also the Commandy Challenge Special, number 1, going back to Jack Kirby's world. Let's give a quick look. Once again, Commandy Challenge, Special, number 1. And for all the Suicide Squad fans out there, we have the latest edition of Suicide Squad Most Wanted. Issue number 6 focuses on El Diablo and Amanda Waller. So if you like Amanda Waller, definitely check it out. You like El Diablo, obviously check it out. It's also Raven number 5, Superman 15, absolutely loving this comic every single week. So good. Trinity number 5. You know what? Yeah, let's give a preview. Especially since I think Francis Manapul is not only writing, but illustrating this issue as well. And as you can see, for all the Poison Ivy fans out there, she, of course, plays a part in the first story arc of Trinity. It also looks like she'll be playable in Injustice 2, so that's pretty cool. Mongol. Oof, that's brutal. Alright, let's leave it at that. Trinity, number 5 by Francis Manapul. Great stuff. Check out that cover. Wow. And new from Vertigo, brand new issue of Lucifer, number 14. And then before we move on, let's check out some of the new collections. They've been recollecting the Batgirl stuff, Cassandra Cain. This is, I believe, the 3rd volume. I'm holding this one aside. I've been enjoying going through all these. Cassandra's awesome. There's also a brand new Harley Quinn. Obviously, as you can tell by the cover, this storyline, of course, revolves around her difficult dynamic with the Joker, as well as Batman. And if you really love Harley Quinn, hardcover of Volume 6. This is a trade of Volume 5, hardcover of Volume 6. And also, John and I were talking yesterday about The Flash Volume 1, why you should check it out. If you want to give that a watch, check out our blog, blog.midtowncomics.com, or check out our YouTube page, Midtown Comics TV. John and I go into great detail about why you should be reading The Flash, as well as Justice League and several other DC Rebirth Volume 1 trades. And then also Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, Volume 1. Then we go down here, we have a few new releases from Valiant Comics. Generation Zero, Harbinger Renegade, and Divinity 3, Eric, Son of the Revolution. There's also a backup story in this one. And then we go into IDW Publishing. There's a whole lot going on this week from IDW. You got Revolutionaries, Star Trek, Ninja Turtles, X-Files. I thought there was more for some reason. Okay, looks like it's actually a light week for IDW. Usually they got plenty going on, but still limited selection, but still good stuff. And then we get into Image Comics, new chapter of Black Road. And then we get to a brand new series by friend of the store Charles Sewell and artist Ryan Brown, Curse Words, number 1, start of a new series. Let's give you a look at the inside. And you know what? Let's get a look at the Scotty Young cover as well. All right. We also had Charles in recently for an IVX celebration. I'm not sure if copies are still available, but he signed a lot of IVX number 1. They may still be available on our website. Check it out if you want to get that. They may be sold out already. I'm not sure. But if some remain, you definitely want to get on that before they vanish. So once again, Curse Words, number 1 by Charles Sewell, Ryan Brown, and from Image Comics. Image Comics also has their 25th anniversary coming up on February 1st, I believe. There you go. And there's a lot to choose from Image. As always, you have a new Demonic, Descender, Drifter, The Few, Horizon, Killer Be Killed, creative team, which is incredibly talented at Brew Baker, Sean Phillips. You also have Manifest Destiny, Mayday, Postal, and it just goes on and on. And then there are also a few new releases collection-wise. As you can see here, Justice League Volume 1 for the first DC Rebirth run. That is now out. But then from Boom, you have Snowblind. But also, this is a big one, Chew. It is the final collection for Chew. Chew. Bit of a dry mouth going on. Anyway, the goddamn Volume 1, Jason Aaron, you got Horizon, and then there are 2 Killer Be Killed collections. Right here is the primary collection, and right here is our Midtown Comics exclusive trade paperback version of Killer Be Killed. As you can see, there's a few more new collections as well before we get into Marvel Comics. And new from Marvel this week, we have the Avengers 3.1. We also have USA Avengers number 2, World of Wakanda number 3, Black Widow number 10, Cage number 4. Don't worry, I'm working my way to our first preview. Sam Wilson, Captain America 18, and then the book I'm going to preview, The Mighty Captain Marvel number 1. She will have her own movie in 2019. She's probably going to appear on the big screen in the next Avengers movie, but right now, you can watch her adventures right in the comics. No need to wait to see her on the big screen. You can check out what's going on in her world right now. Issue 0 came out, I believe, a few weeks ago now. The number 1 issue. Let's take a look. Always fighting in Times Square. It's a good place for brawls. That's a different kind of brawl. As you can tell, this is my first time looking at the comic. Haven't had a chance to read it yet. Gonna add it to my collection later today, and I'll definitely read through all of it. But yeah, so if you're excited for Brie Larson, one of the next huge heroes to take part in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, this is a no-brainer. Come on, pick it up. Mighty Captain Marvel number 1. Become a Captain Marvel expert before you see her in the movies. That way you can talk to your friends about her. You can help them expand their knowledge, make some reading recommendations. And you can also see whether or not they pull anything from the comics in the movies. You can catch all the nods and Easter eggs. Makes it a little more fun. As you can see here, Bullseye is also getting his own title, as is Elektra and Kingpin. Kingpin, number 1, we're doing a signing with Matthew Rosenberg on February 9th. Check out our social media pages or the bottom of our homepage for more details on that. So once again, the Mighty Captain Marvel number 1, now on sale. Bunch of variants available. My favorite is the Alex Ross one. You should definitely check that out. That's also a poster, which is really, really cool. So if you can find that, that is definitely worth hanging up on your wall, maybe even framing. And then we have Inhumans versus X-Men number 7, Deadpool the Duck number 2, and Gamora number 2, as well as the unbelievable Gwenpool number 10. But I want to give a preview of Gamora number 2. Fun fact, this is written by the co-writer of the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, Nicole Perlman. She worked with James Gunn, of course, on the film. Looking for a whole lot of space sci-fi action? Gamora, check it out. There's also the Uncanny Inhumans number 18, which, as you can see up top, is an Inhumans versus X-Men tie-in, as well as Invincible Iron Man number 3, of course, featuring Riri Williams. And then we get to the very big release for Marvel this week, Monsters Unleashed number 1. As you can see, there's a variety of great covers, as well as a Midtown Comics exclusive cover from Arthur Adams. You have a monster taking on the classic X-Men. Once again, Arthur Adams. You can only get this cover at Midtown Comics. You can pick it up in store, or you can order it online. If you go to our homepage, there should be a button right away. You'll see where to get it.
I didn't mean to carve two shots.
That's all right.
Sorry.
So this is by Cullen Bunn, Steve McNiven. Let's take a look. Cullen Bunn has been doing a ton of writing for Marvel, really great stuff. Steve McNiven, if you haven't seen his work before, prepare to be impressed. As you can see, the title is not misleading at all. Monsters Unleashed right from the get-go. And so this limited series is going to be all about a bunch of different groups of heroes attempting to protect the planet from these monsters. But obviously there's going to be more to it than that. Now, V has already flipped through the issue. I don't know if he's had time to read it yet. We're all pretty busy here, of course, on New Comic Book Day. What did you think of Monsters Unleashed #1 so far, V?
So it's pretty fun. The art is spectacular by Steve McNeven and Cullen Bunn. It's a fun book. Definitely a fun book. A lot of nods to any of the old school monster fans. Fing Fan Foom is back, who's been appearing a lot actually in this past year. It's a fun book.
Cool. And have you read anything else from Marvel this week?
Absolutely. Sam Wilson, Captain America, always a good read. Star-Lord #2 is probably my pick. Chip Zdarsky, absolutely great book. Totally recommend those. What else is out there today? Oh, of course, Clone Conspiracy. That's always a fun read. Really interesting take on the Clone Saga. Not exactly the Clone Saga, but it takes a really interesting take on the whole world, the whole universe of that Clone Saga.
Sweet. V, thank you very much. Oh, is there anything else you want to tell the people watching on New Comic Book Day?
Buy comics. Keep it alive.
Sounded nice. Yes, please keep us employed. Continue to actually check out comics. If you're loving the movies and TV shows, this is where it all comes from. Check out where it all begins.
And Captain Marvel, too. That's a good time.
Yes, yeah, we were just flipping through that. And Mosaic #4. Nova #1. Patsy Walker, a.k.a. Hellcat #14. If you watch Jessica Jones on Netflix, name Patsy Walker should sound familiar. There's also Spider-Gwen. #16, this is a follow-up to the issue in Spider-Man, which involves, of course, Miles Morales and Spider-Gwen. As you can see, multiple covers here. And then there's a Clone Conspiracy tie-in. V was just explaining why you should check that out. And this is Amazing Spider-Man 23. And then Clone Conspiracy #4. Okay, so a heads up, I'm going to flip through this. So if you want to read it and you haven't checked it out yet, maybe check back in like 15, 30 seconds or something, because we're about to preview it. I don't want anything to get spoiled for you if you're trying your best to avoid spoilers. Vic is actually lurking right behind the camera. Vic, what have you read this week, man?
Didn't have time to read a lot. Caught up on Batman, which was another good solid issue from Mitch Gerards and Tom King. I am checking out this week though. If I have any picks, it's all Image this week.
Curse words?
Curse
Okay.
words, the few, the trade for Kill or Be Killed, and
Of course, the Midtown exclusive trade.
well, yeah, you
Of
know,
course.
make sure you get that too. But if you guys have never read Officer Down, I highly recommend
Officer
this
Down?
book.
Okay.
It's a more messed up version of Judge Dredd.
Sounds good.
Possible.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely more possible. Well, if Judge Dredd is like done by UK, let's say this is just Judge Dredd for the US.
All right.
It's a cop that constantly get killed and gets revived by his department.
Let's hear. Why don't you
check
show it
out,
off?
check it out.
here.
It's
So this
Joan
is what Vic is
Casey,
promoting.
Chris Burnham. If you guys have read Batman Inc. or Nameless, also from Image, you'll know the art style. It's very graphic. But
Looks
also,
like all ages.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely all ages right from the opening, so I'm not going to show that part.
It's definitely it's a new printing since it was just adapted into a film not so long ago.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Kim Coates plays a vital character. If you guys watch Sons of Anarchy, Tig, the character Tig, that's he plays.
Well,
Officer
maybe,
Down.
maybe unlike Dread, it'll get a sequel.
Yeah. Oh
That's
man.
such a bummer. Great
oh
movie.
God, that needs
Alright.
a sequel very badly.
Cool. Vic, thank you very much, man.
No problem, guys. You're welcome.
All right, and then we just looked at Clone Conspiracy. There's also Squadron Supreme, Star Wars, Dr. Aphra. That is a character who made her first appearance in the comics. Now she has her very own comic. Way to go. There's also Star-Lord #2, which V was recommending before. The Ultimates 2, The Mighty Thor. Excuse me, I was looking over at this trade. The Mighty Thor, which is Volume 1. There's also The Unworthy Thor #2. Jason Aaron has been working with the Thor universe for a while now. Started off with Thor, God of Thunder, which is amazing. And there's also Venom #3. And the reason I haven't previewed it yet is because I'm going to spend a little bit of time here. As you can see, lots of love for Wolverine. Wolverine may be incapacitated right now, trapped in adamantium. They say he's dead, but I don't really think so. He'll be back. He has to be. He's Wolverine. But as you can see, they're celebrating his legacy with Wolverine Origin, the complete collection. Wolverine by Daniel Way. As you can see, you're getting a lot of issues in here. The complete collection #1. Oh yeah, there's Nuke in here in a great fight with Captain America. It's probably gonna. Let's see if I can give you a preview. Up, showed you how it ends. So I didn't show you how it begins. Oh well. Regardless, Wolverine by Daniel Way, complete collection #1. And there's also one of my favorite titles, Old Man Logan. This is Volume 3. Jeff Lemire, Andrea Sorrentino. Absolutely love this title. Let's take a look. So this story arc is called The Last Ronin. I love that cover. It's framed in my house. I have a poster of that one. Alright. The future's unclear with what they're going to do with Old Man Logan. He's on a few teams. I don't know how long this series is going to go on. I hope forever. But we'll see. In the meantime, enjoy it while it's here, because it is very good. One of the best creative teams out there, in my opinion. Jeff Lemire, Andrea Sorrentino, and Marcelo Maelo. Check that out. That's awesome. I just flip through a little bit, give you a sample of everything in here without giving everything away. Old Man Logan, Volume 3. So as you can see, there are plenty of comics to choose from today in the latest edition of New Comic Book Day. We hope you enjoyed reading new comics. We hope you also, support what you love. If you're really liking a comic, share it in the comments. Tell other people why you're digging it, and hopefully it'll motivate someone else to check out the comic and maybe even become a fan and then spread that word to someone else. Thank you very much for watching today. Be good to each other and have a great day.